Growing up was very memorable for me. I was born in Sierra Leone, in a Bo community, a small town in Sierra Leone. Growing up was fun because I remember I had cousins, although my mom wouldn't believe me that I could remember anything as far back as when I was 4 or 5 years old, but I still have a memory of Sierra Leone very well. I could remember very well that my mother, when she traveled to neighboring countries in the West African region to buy textile, she sold batik and Mali bubu in those days. So she would leave me in care of daddy to take care of me. And such a sweet memory, daddy having to bathe me, dress me up, take me to church, all alone by himself, just the two of us. And it's a very sweet memory. And coming to Nigeria, I got to Nigeria in 1969 at the age of 5. And my first stop was at Isheri. Isheri then was a very ancient, I don't know, I can call it a village, but a very small settlement. And traveling to Isheri from Maryland in those days, you travel with the combi bus, with the shrubs beating your ears from the window. And it was such fun that, oh, I'm going to my uncle in the village to go and spend holidays with them and my grandmother. And as a hunter, he will go into the bush to hunt for gains. He will bring back crabs, fish. Freshly, we prepare those, and we usually consume everything on daily basis. It was that much of fun. I really enjoyed growing up in Isheri. Then after Isheri, I went to Ibadan to continue my primary education at the Alafia Primary School. I enjoyed my primary school education because going to school and back home among peers, playing along the way, really gave me the experience of being among girls of my own age group, you know, chit-chatting all the way and back home, getting back home, doing homeworks. I can't describe myself as a girl born with a silver spoon, but we were comfortable then. And I grew up with other girls who are children of teachers, and it was just a matter of tagging along, and I got to where I am today through a lot of help around me. My brothers, I remember very well, after completing primary education, my big sister came back home from her teacher training college then and asked me, "Taiwo, what are you doing at home?" Oh, I said, "I've completed my education," thinking that was all about education. Oh, she laughed and she said, "Complete education after primary school?" She actually dragged me with my ears to the principal of Aberdeen Secondary School then, and from there I got into People's Girls Grammar School as a crash program, I will say, because the school term had begun already, and admission was just a crash program. That year I remember very well, and that was how I got into secondary school. Secondary school too was fun. We used to be called the girls of Oyeleye then, because it was a private secondary school that was just being taken over by government, and it was like we were just some set of special breed girls then, as a girls only school. And on completing secondary education, I went to the then Oyo State College of Arts and Sciences for my A-level study. While I was there, it was like Oscars, as we used to call it then, was an appendage of University of Ife. So we were always visiting the campus, going back to our own campus on Old Ondo Road then. So it was like when you finish from Oscars, it's almost automatic that you get to University of Ife. But after my first year at the A-level studies, I was supposed to do another 1 year when Ogun State University was established, and of course all the people of Ogun State born then, we all rushed to Abeokuta that year to go and obtain the form, and that's how I got to Ogun State University. How did I choose to study medicine? Well, I think it was more of a peer pressure, because all I wanted to become then in those days was to become a nurse. Why nursing? Because down the road on my streets lived Auntie Tutu. Auntie Tutu was a size 8 petite nurse, and in her, how I met Dr. Oyeleye, I was, it was towards the end of my year in the university. I was about to leave, I can't remember, don't let me do it that way. I met my husband as I was preparing to leave the university, and immediately just after my induction, called to the medical profession while preparing for my graduation. And through my house job days, he was always there buying express fisheries from Isolo. All my colleagues who were on duty with me during my call duty then had a swell time, because they are very sure that whenever they're on call with Taiwo, it's going to be express fishes dinner for us that evening. Well, he's been a wonderful husband, very supportive. I can't ask for any better husband as a doctor, because it's like what we usually hear is that a combination of doctor usually don't give successful marriage, but his has been different. He's very supportive. Even before I put my plans forward, he's already thinking ahead of me. And here I am today, celebrating my 50th birthday, 25 years after I met him, and I can't just wait what he's going to do again for the next 25 years. Thank you.